Apparently, everyone who was throwing coins at children are called the Grenadiers, and the JCR president, being the chief among the Grenadiers, is the Grenadier-in-Chief.
Hi everyone, it's Tucker from Oxlog, and I'm here today to talk about one of the University of Oxford's weirdest traditions that takes place right here in Brasenose College. Every year on Ascension Day, which happened to be yesterday, Brasenose students come and line up right around there to process into Lincoln College. So they open up the door between Lincoln College and Brasenose College, which is right through that doorway over there. You can see it there. At the end, at the corner of this quad back there. And all Brasenose students are allowed to process through for 10 minutes at noon on Ascension Day. And once they get into Lincoln College, they are served beer or ale flavored with ground ivy by the Lincoln College students. The Lincoln students don't want the Brasenose students, like myself, to stay over there for long, so they flavor the ale with ground ivy, what they say. And it's supposed to turn the ale green, and also supposed to give it a bad flavor. It didn't taste too bad, it was kind of weird. And then we were allowed to go over to the front quad of Lincoln, all the way on the other side over there, and we get to watch as the Lincoln College Choir and their JCR president, the president of their student council, throw pennies from the top of their tower, and various other Lincoln students, I think, throw pennies from the top of their tower, and also I think they had some 50Ps this year, at a crowd of uniformed school children who collect them in what seems to be one of the most bizarre traditions in certainly the entirety of the university.
Not speak really. That is a PPE. Who pennies their children? Yes.
What are they giving us now?
They're giving us Ivy beer, which is supposed to be beer flavored with ivy, so the Brasenose students don't indulge too much in the hospitality because it's poisonous.
Beer.
Is it?
No, it doesn't taste that bad. I kind of like it.
It smells of beer though.
Like for a beer, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It tastes like beer.
Hey, that's pretty good.
It tastes like beer. I'm not even sure there's like anything else in it. Yeah.
It's alright. Oh, awful.
Really awful.
That's bad. It's genuinely bad.
We're just going around Lincoln.
The enemy college. We're meant to have, Brasenose is meant to have a rivalry with Lincoln,
Yes.
but I'm a classic student. They don't have classic students at Lincoln, so I don't know anyone here, so I can't.
Okay, so they're also supposed to throw pennies at children as part of the tradition, but I'm not exactly sure where that's happening or when. It is another weird thing that they do on Ascension Day here at Lincoln. And I think it was to teach the children not to be greedy. They used to like heat the pennies up before they threw it. Yeah, and then they threw them on the ground and the children like got to pick it up.
Jesus has gone up to heaven. Here, let's have a burning penny on your face.
Oh, that's what Ascension Day is. I don't know what Ascension Day is. Evan, I'm Jewish. I'm sorry, Oxlog.
Okay.
So we're here, and I think they're about to start throwing pennies at children, which is another one of the. I think they're about to start throwing pennies at children, which is another one of the traditions of Ascension Day. You see up there that is the tower on Lincoln, and there's a guy up there, and they have a bucket over there that looks like it's full of pennies or something like that. So we'll see what's going to happen. Ascension Day is weird. We do lots of fun traditions on Ascension Day. As you can see, everyone has started to file into this quad here in preparation for the event. So if you look at that wall over there, I think it's pretty clear where Lincoln gets their ivy. Dun dun dun. You can see many people are accumulating at the top of the tower. The children are coming to receive their coins. Unfortunately, as we previously believed, or mistakenly believed, we are not the children.
This year, they've got 50p's. Thrifty! Usually they just have a load of pennies, but this year they've got a few 50p's, which is great if you pick one up.
I mean, what do you think about this?
This is amazing.
Apparently, everyone who was throwing coins at children are called the Grenadiers, and the JCR president, being the chief among the Grenadiers, is the Grenadier-in-Chief at throwing coins at little children.
Very exciting.
Lincoln College.
Okay, you guys all know Gayatri from Oxlog as well.
Yes.
And she was just telling me that this is the one day, and she goes to Lincoln, and I go to Brasenose, and she was just saying that this is the one day of the year where Lincoln people are nice to Brasenose people. Is that true?
Well, I love Brasenose, really. But this
Oh,
is the
really?
one day when
I
we
don't
let you
love
guys
Lincoln.
into our college. Oh, that's really savage. No.
So what?
So, yeah.
What is the Lincoln? So what does Lincoln think is going on today?
So, the Lincoln perspective, I don't actually know why they throw pennies. Why should they throw pennies?
I don't. It's one of life's greatest mysteries.
Yes.
We don't.
Who knows?
I don't. Who knows? Okay.
No one knows. So the Lincoln perspective on Ascension Day is friendliness and hope and tradition. That's the way, because this has been going on for hundreds of years.
Now, why did they do this? Let's find out. So the tradition actually dates back to a really, really long time ago. I'll put the date like right here on the screen. Back when the town and gown riots were still a thing. And what happened was there was a riot in the town of Oxford, and there was a Lincoln College student and a Brasenose College student, and they made it to the door of Lincoln to try to get into the college and escape the riot. Now, when they made it to the door, only the Lincoln College student was let in, and the Brasenose student was left to die at the hands of the vicious mob. And because of this, Lincoln has needed to pay recompense ever since then.
Have you mentioned the story about the Lincoln and Brasenose students?
On the website it said something about, I don't know, a Lincoln student killing a Brasenose student.
This actually happens right after a ceremony in the town of Oxford called the Beating of the Bounds, in which parishioners from the churches around the city will take wooden sticks and process around between the 29 boundary stones of the different parishes in the town of Oxford, and actually hit the boundary stones with their sticks in kind of an effort to beat the bounds. And they actually come through Brasenose College, as one of the boundary stones is around here. Not exactly sure where it is, but one of the boundary stones is in Brasenose. One of them is in Marks and Spencer, and one of them is in Zara, and actually another one is in Boots. So they go through all those crazy places in the town of Oxford to quote-unquote beat the bounds. And then they end up here, and that's when the ceremony in Brasenose starts to take place. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned more about some of the weirdest traditions at the University of Oxford. Anyways, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and check the links in the description below for more fun content from me and the other Oxloggers.
Would you consider it one of Oxford's finest traditions?
Certainly one of the weirdest, but then this place is just full of weird traditions. So, yeah, it's pretty good.